Hi, how are you? All right. So, question is how to get undepressed. So I guess sometimes I get depressed. Yeah, certain times things don't just work. You don't get the results you want. You get a bunch of rejection. It's just those days where nothing works, right? And yeah, it's not a cool feeling, isn't it? Right? How many of you get that kind of feeling sometimes? Yeah. I know sometimes it's like, you sure? You look like you're very happy. Well, I do in general, but there are times where you kind of get a little bit like depressed a little bit, yeah. And I think that especially now, I'm not sure if you get more of it because of what we're experiencing right now, or less of it. I have a feeling it's going to be a bit more of it, right? Because of the frustration and the SOPs and the lockdowns and the uncertainty, and a lot of things are happening. So yeah, I think it seems like it's easier that people are falling into this kind of depressed state. Yeah. So how do you get undepressed? How do you get undepressed? Hi Yvonne. Hi Shireen. Hi Joe. Hi Hong He. First of all, I think we gotta kind of realize it's happening to us, because I think a lot of times when we don't feel good or we feel like we're depressed, sometimes we don't admit it, sometimes we avoid it, sometimes we run away from it, or sometimes and of course it's very easy to run away from it, especially when you're feeling shitty, because you just don't want to talk to anybody, you just don't want to see anyone, and you just want to close the door, you want to rest in bed, you want to go to sleep, you just want to eat, you just want to, right? I've been depressed, everybody's been depressed. And we know that in long term that's not going to be healthy, and it's not healthy in many ways, not healthy in our body and not healthy mentally as well, right? So what to do, right? What to do? So, I mean, it's a big topic. It's a big topic. And I think there's many ways to do it. And, there's, seeking, some medical attention, some professional coaching and all that kind of stuff. Talking to people is important too, right? So, do that. But anyway, many, many years ago, I was listening to an audio tape from John C. Maxwell. And he had three things that we could do to kind of get undepressed. Three things to do to get undepressed. Thank you, Shari. So what are the three things we can do to get undepressed? All right, so number one is get up. Get up. Sounds very simple, isn't it? Get up. What do you mean by get up? Well, I think, like I said, sometimes when we're feeling, not ourselves, feeling down, frustrated, annoyed, we just want to lie down, we just want to sit somewhere, we just don't want to move, right? We just want to, just wish the day moved past, right? So his first thing to do was get up, get physically up. And I like that idea, because when you get up, you're moving your body, right? And I think Anthony Robbins talk about that a lot. His seminars are all jumping up and down. He believes in physical movement. So I believe that too. So get up and do something. Get up. You don't have to solve the problem. Just get up physically. Just get up. Stand up. Walk. Go. And of course, get up. You can do some exercises. But I think getting up, walking, getting up, instead of lying down, instead of like wallowing in your frustration and your challenges, get up. Go for a cafe, go for a coffee, go for a walk, go someplace, go shopping. I think that's an instant remedy, right? How many of you like go shopping? So step one is getting up, physically getting up, right? It's not easy to do because when you're kind of in that mode, you just don't want to do anything. You're like, oh, I'm not going to do anything. So getting up, it's tough. I know it's tough, but step one, getting up. You're not getting up to solve the problem. You're just physically getting up. That's all. Just number one, just do that. Get up. Number two is look up. Interesting. Look up. Look up. Why look up? Well, he says that when you come out at night and you look up and you see the stars, and you kind of look at the stars and say, wow, they're so far away. There are millions and billions of stars out there. You know, and the universe is so big. It's so big, right? So looking up means getting a different perspective. When you look up, you realize you're kind of small, right? And I'm not saying that, I'm not trying to make you small. To realize that there's so many things out there, right? And the problem that you're facing or the challenge that you're facing are kind of tiny compared to the universe. So look up, have some perspective. I think that's what he means. Have some perspective, looking up. Have some perspective. Look up, maybe to get some help from the universe, somewhere, someone up there, don't matter. Look up. Get some perspective on your problem. Get some perspective on, you know, it's not the end of the world. You know, that it's only a tiny thing compared to the whole life, isn't it? Right? And this, like, for example, this pandemic is not gonna, you know, it's gonna change our life, which it has, but it's not gonna be there forever. I mean, you know, we will have to make changes in our life, you know, vaccines and masks until it's completely gone. But hey, you know, we still have, you know, a whole life to live, right? So don't be affected by what has happened. Look up, look. Yeah, there's more to you than that problem. There's a big universe out there. So number one, get up, physically get up. Number two, look up, okay? Change your perspective and realize it's no big deal. It's not a big deal. I mean, that's a big deal compared to your problem. Your problem is a small deal, all right? Now, I'm not saying your problem is not a problem. I'm just saying have perspective, okay? And number three, look up, get up, look up, and three, link up. Link up. Yeah, what do you mean by linking up? Linking up. It means going to talk to somebody. It means going and meeting with people. It means, you know, connecting, talking, sharing with friends, with your coach, with your family members, with your relatives, with your spouse, with your kids, with anybody, you know, I mean. And just linking up. It doesn't really mean solving a problem. It's just linking up and having a conversation, you know. And if you want to, you can share about what you need to do, what your challenges are. And if the person is in a position that can help you, coach you, then that's the way to go, right? So, and I know, you know, so linking up is critical because it's about relationships, it's about connecting with people, right? And you know that once you talk to people, sometimes the problem was your problem, but when you start to talk to somebody, the problem becomes 50% because they're sharing your problem, they're giving you solutions and maybe different perspectives. And sometimes when you look up, you can't see perspective, but when you talk to somebody, you get a different perspective, right? So, get up, look up, and link up to get yourself undepressed, all right? Now, does it work? Well, you know, of course, you know, I've been, you know, it's not rainbows and sunshine all the time in my life. So sometimes when I feel down, I have to force myself to get up, you know, either exercise or get out of the house or do something. Because I know, you know, staying in that state is not going to help me. So I get up and I kind of check in on my, you know, perspective and say, well, is this a big problem? You know, can I solve it? Is it possible? You know, so I kind of have a different perspective and say, oh yeah, it is. And then I link up, I go talk to somebody. I talk to Casey, I talk to, you know, some of my team, or talk to a coach or mentor, and find a solution, right? And yeah, it helps. But the thing is, you gotta do it. You gotta take that action. You gotta get up, look up, and link up, right? I know you don't want to, and when you're down, because you just don't want to do anything. But you know, the faster we get up, look up, and link up, the better we move on, the better we we get undepressed, and then we solve the situation. We become stronger because we just solved the problem. We become stronger. We can, and then we move on to bigger and better challenges and better things in the future, right? So I always believe there's a solution, and I believe there's a way out, and I always believe there's somebody to talk to, and I've always believed that there's a solution out there, isn't it? So I hope that helps. How to get undepressed. Hopefully it's not a very depressing topic today, but I think looking at things very openly and being hopeful and knowing that hey, there's somebody out there who's willing to listen to you, right? So talk to somebody, and get up, look up, and link up. Okay, I hope that helps today. Hi, Wang Ying. If you have any friends who's not at 100%, maybe share this with them. If you have and maybe it'll help them. Maybe it'll give them a different perspective. It's always a different perspective, that will kind of, oh, really? I didn't realize that. That kind of gets it out of that mode. But the things that we can always do very easily is get up. Just get up. Don't sit. Just get up. All right. Okay, now, so that's it for this sharing. I guess I'll see you in a couple of days. All right. Hi, Wei Long. How are you? All right. Take care now. Bye bye. Get up. Look up. And link up. Bye bye. Good night.